Hi everyone, Lorraine here. I hope you guys are having a great day. Although some of our days have been really challenging lately and what seems like a storm, I'm hoping that I can bring you a sense of calm with some yoga. All you'll need is a mat or maybe a place in wherever you are that when you reach your arms out that you're not going to touch or bump into anything. So making sure your surroundings are safe. If you're new to yoga, just listen to my cues, you'll be fine. I'll coach you, I'll guide you, I'll show you modifications. And if you're a seasoned yogi, just add your own spice. We're really just gonna keep it simple today and just flow with breath and movement. That's all yoga is. We're just practicing together and just embrace the practice, find some gratitude, and let's prepare ourselves for movement. Find your way at your place and your space, the back of your mat or wherever you may be, with your big toes together on your knees. And then let's separate our knees and extend your arms long all the way down your mat. And then place your forehead on the floor, or maybe you cross your arms and your forehead goes on top of your arms, on your hands. However you can find a space to settle down. Our child pose, yogis, is our home base. It's our place that we come back to anytime throughout our practice. Remember, we're just practicing together. Every one of us is in a different journey, with different chapters along the way. We're putting breath and movement together. Child pose being your home base. Anytime you feel like you need to reconnect, maybe take a breath, take a break, a welcoming posture, and then join back in whenever you're ready. So let's come to an awareness of our breath. With your mouth closed down, just inhale through your nose. Feel the breath going down the back of the nasal cavity, down the back of the throat, filling up the lungs, expanding the rib cage, providing heat internally, providing energy. On that exhale, you'll feel the breath in the reverse at the back of the throat. Sometimes that breath is an audible sound, maybe like a like an ocean wave, like a Darth Vader type of a sound. So be really cognizant of your breath as it guides you through your practice today. Take a couple of more breaths, and then we'll put the breath and the movement together and introduce our flow. One more inhale, exhale. And then from your child pose, find your way up to the top of your mat in a tabletop. So your shoulders and your wrists are stacked on top of each other. Your knees and your hips are stacked on top of each other. So you look like a table, warming up our spine with some cat-cows. Drop the belly, tilt the tailbone, and take the eyes up on the inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. You tuck the hips way under, round the shoulders up, and look through your legs. Inhale, cow. Exhale to the cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. And then find your way back to a nice flat tabletop as we add some spinal rotation. On the inhale, lengthen the right arm up to the sky. Feel the whole side body open up. Take your gaze up to the sky and lengthen as though these fingers are being pulled up to the sky. And then on the exhale, thread your arm through the left arm. Lower your shoulder and the side of your head down to the floor. Inhale, back up to the sky. Exhale as you thread through. Inhale as you lengthen and grow. Exhale as you thread through. One more time. Inhale, lengthen and grow. grow, and then exhale back to your tabletop. We'll switch sides. Inhale, grow. Exhale, thread through. Inhale, lengthen and grow. Exhale, thread through. Inhale, grow. Exhale, thread through. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. Grow so tall, and then back we go to a tabletop. So let's establish our strong foundation. You want to make sure that your fingers, like a starfish, they're spread really wide. That way you have a strong foundation as we move in our practice. And then the core is activated, making sure you're not sinking down, but lengthen and strengthen out those shoulders and activate that core. So from here, let's just turn our fingers very gently towards your knees and giving your forearm a nice little counter warm-up stretch. Just kind of staying stationary just for a moment. And then let's rotate right back. And then come on up on your knees and shake your wrist out. There you go. Give your shoulders a little circle to the back. Circle to the front. And then cross your arms front and back. Be dynamic with this. Just getting our joints nice and warmed up. And then hold still down by your side. On an inhale, kneeling mountain pose. Inhale to the top of the mountain. Press those palms together and grow really tall. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Arms down by your side. Inhale to the top of the mountain, lengthen and grow. Exhale, hands to heart center. Arms down by your side. Inhale, lengthen. And then let's grab a hold of your right wrist and exhale over to the left. Inhale back to the top of the mountain. Exhale over to the right. Inhale, lengthen and grow. Exhale over to the left. Kind of a little tug on this right wrist. Just the whole side body is getting a wonderful stretch as you gaze up to the sky. Inhale back to the top of the mountain. Exhale over to the other side. And then inhale, lengthen. Circle the arms behind you. Clasp your fingers. Press down past your tailbone and open up your heart. And then lower those hands down, release. Clasp your fingers in the front, turn them inside out, and just round out the top part of your back. Pull your belly button into your spine. Inhale back up to the top of the mountain. Circle the arms around. Let's go back into our tabletop. Tuck your toes under in the back and rise up to a downward facing dog. Or think of this shape as an upside down letter V. V is in Victor. Remember those starfish fingers we talked about? Let's establish those. So downward facing dog. Every time you're here in a down dog, you're pressing your heart and shoulders towards your knees and your chest. Now we don't care if your knees are bent. Whatever gives you the space to be able to get a nice stretch in those shoulders. Now take a gaze at your hands and come on forward and bend your knees. So this is a crouching tiger. Inhale back up to the a downward facing dog. Exhale to the crouching tiger. Inhale to downward facing dog. Exhale to crouching tiger. Let's do that 3 more times. One more time. Hold your downward facing dog and then pedal out your feet. Press your heels one at a time down to the floor. Just kind of saying hello to your Achilles, hello to your ankles. And then let's hold our feet still. Take a gaze at your hands and just walk your feet to the back of your hands. So your first forward fold. Your hamstrings are awakening, saying, oh my goodness, wow, that feels good. Now, maybe you're bending your knees a lot. Maybe your hands don't even go anywhere near the floor. Just try your best to really just hinge and release and let go from those hips. Now, heel toe your feet so they're just a little bit apart. And then release your hands and hold on to your elbows, right? So you're forward folding. And then now we just take a little pendulum swing side to side. Making sure that pendulum swing is happening from the hips, not just from the elbows. So we're just pendulum swinging side to side. Yeah. And then let's find a way back to the center. Release your hands, wrap them behind your knees, hold your wrist, your fingers, your forearm. Now the back of your neck has a lot of space to really just hang heavy. And give your neck some shakes. Yes, shakes. No shakes. And then we want to be positive, so we always finish with yeses. And then hold still. Release your hands back to the front. Heel toe those feet back together. Now on an inhale, only lift up halfway. So take those hands to the shin. Your tailbone is to the back of the room and the crown of the head is reaching forwards as your back is flat like a table on that inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Now like a rag doll, stand up. Take your time. Rising all the way up. At the top, open up those arms. There's your set of wings, a big giant inhale, lengthen to the top of the mountain. Exhale, open the arms, press your chest forward and swan dive, forward fold, look through those legs. Inhale halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Now ragdoll, rise up. Let those arms just hang heavy. Circle the arms out to the side, big giant inhale, lengthen top of the mountain. Exhale, open the arms, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands. Now walk your feet back to that downward facing dog. See if you can feel your shoulders and chest and heart getting nicer, deeper reaches towards those knees. Take a gaze at the hands. Come on over to that crouching tiger. Let's do this 4 times. Inhale. Exhale, crouching tiger. Inhale. Exhale, crouching tiger. Inhale. Exhale, crouching tiger. One more time. Inhale, stay right there. And walk out the dog. There you go. And then hold those feet still. On an inhale, let's lengthen the right leg to the sky. Bend your knee and just give your hips some nice little movements. There you go. Now, option here, yogis, is to place that left knee on the floor. That left knee can absolutely be on the floor. Inhale that leg back up to the sky, and then exhale, bring the knee to the right elbow. Inhale back up to the sky. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Activate that core. Inhale back up to the sky. Exhale, bring those big toes together. Other side, inhale that left leg. Bend the knee, just give those hips some movement. Going in both directions, and that right knee can absolutely be on the floor, guys. Both directions. And then inhale right back up to the sky. Exhale, bring your big toes together. Now take a gaze at those hands. And then this time we're going to come over to a plank or to a tabletop. Introducing the strength of our yoga practice. So let's take little tiny movements with the shoulders going over the fingers and back. Over the fingers and back. Whether you're on your knees or on your toes, little movements. Your core is activated. You've got a little bit of a pelvic tilt. And remember, we talked about those shoulders. We talked about those starfish fingers. Now this time, keep your shoulders over your fingers and lower yourself all the way down to the floor. Bend the elbows all the way down to the floor. You're on your belly. Tuck the toes under in the back. Yeah. Now on an inhale, open up the heart. Keep those elbows right by your side. Upward facing dog. exhale down to a cobra. Inhale to the upward facing dog. Exhale down to cobra. Inhale to the upward facing dog. Stay right here. Tuck one foot under the back and go back up to that downward facing dog. Press the heart of the shoulder toward those knees. Inhale the right leg to the sky. Exhale, bend your knee. Bring your knee into your nose. And then step the foot right in the middle of the hands. And if that isn't working, your foot only goes to here, we don't care. We just pick the foot up and put it right there in the middle. Drop the back heel to the side. Inhale as you rise up to warrior one. Yeah. So the back heel is to the side. This front knee is nice and stable, lengthening long. Now, if you look down, you should be able to see your big toes. We want to be very safe that this front knee is behind the big toe, yeah? So we wouldn't want this happening. That's compromising on your knee. We want a nice deep lunge, lengthening on that inhale, warrior one. And then exhale, open up to warrior two. Right and left arm become one long arm. This knee is, again, stable so it doesn't rotate either direction. It's right above that ankle. Reach forward, palm to the sky. Inhale, reverse. So this back arm can go down the back of your leg. You could wrap it around your back. And then exhale, swimmer stretch. Take the elbow on top of the thigh. Left arm comes up all the way, touching the ear. And then you're opening up the heart, gazing up to the sky. Inhale through warrior two, back into reverse. And then exhale, cartwheel the arms. One hand goes on either side of your foot. You take that right leg to the back, hold your plank or tabletop. Now we take those shoulders over the fingers. We do that low push-up down to our chest and belly. Slide forward and open up the heart. There's that upward facing dog. There's our chaturanga. Tuck one foot under the back, other side. Inhale the left leg. Exhale, bend the knee, step through. Drop the back heel, rise up, warrior one. Remind yourself about the alignment, about the stability in this front knee. Exhale, open up to warrior two. Reach forward, palm to the sky. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, swimmer stretch. Reach that right arm all the way over. Take the gaze up to the sky. Inhale through warrior two, back into reverse. And then cartwheel. One hand's on either side of your foot. Take that front foot to the back in a plank or a tabletop. Do that little push up to your chest, your belly, your hips. Open up, upward facing dog. That was your chaturanga. Tuck a foot up, you go to downward facing dog. Let's go through that flow again, yogis, and we'll add on as we go. Inhale the right leg. Exhale, bend the knee, step through, stand up. Warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, swimmer stretch. Inhale through warrior two. And then exhale, cartwheel the arms. Turn on the back foot. Left hand to the floor, right hand up to the sky. Revolving side angle. And then gaze down at your foot. One hand's on either side, front foot to the back. Add your chaturanga, or you can skip it all together. Low push up to the chest, the belly, the hips. Open the heart. Tuck a foot up, you go to down dog, other side. Inhale the left leg. Exhale, bend the knee, step through, drop the heel, rise up, warrior one, lengthen. Exhale, warrior two, reach forward, reverse. Swimmer stretch. Inhale through warrior two to reverse. Exhale, cartwheel the arms, turn on the back foot, right hand to the floor, left arm to the sky, revolving side angle. Gaze down at your foot, take that front foot to the back, Add your chaturanga or skip it all together and meet us all up in a downward facing dog, and we'll add on some more yogis. Inhale that right leg to the sky. Exhale, bend your knees, step through, drop the heel, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, swimmer stretch, or you could take this into a side angle. Inhale through warrior two to reverse. And then exhale, cartwheel the arms. Rotate on that back foot. Left hand to the floor, right hand to the sky. Revolve. Gaze down at your foot, one hand on either side. Now take that right leg all the way up to a three-legged dog. And then hinge forwards. Bring your knee into your nose. And again, this left knee can be on the floor. And then let's just windshield wiper side to side to side. Saying hello to your core. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold it to the center. Inhale back up to that three-legged dog. Bring the big toes together. So you want to add your chaturanga or skip it all together. We're all going to meet back up in our downward facing dog. Up we go. Inhale the left leg. Exhale, bend the knees, step through. Rise up, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, your swimmer stretch or your side angle. Inhale through warrior two. And then exhale, cartwheel those arms. Turn on the back foot. Revolve. Gaze up to the sky. Take a look down at your foot. Take the left leg up to the sky. Three-legged dog. And then hinge forward. Bring the knee to the nose. Again, that right knee can be on the floor. And then windshield wiper side to side. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. There's 2. And hold it. Back up, we go to a three-legged dog. Bring those big toes together. Now everyone, come on over into a plank and hold your plank. Stay right there. Now drop your left knee to the floor. Extend that right leg behind you. Lengthen the left arm. On an inhale, grow super tall. On an exhale, bring the elbow knee together. Inhale, grow. Exhale, come together. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, together. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tabletop, switch sides. Extend that left leg. Lengthen the right arm. Big inhale, grow. Exhale, come together. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, grow. Exhale, together. One more time. Inhale, grow. And then exhale to tabletop. There we go. Let's take that flow one more time, and we're adding a little bit of spice. So tuck the back toes under. Rise up to a downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg to the sky. Exhale, bend your knees, step through. Drop the back heel, rise up, warrior one. Open up, warrior two. Reach forward, inhale, reverse. Exhale, your choice. Swimmer stretch, side angle. Inhale through warrior two to reverse. And then exhale, cartwheel. Pivot on the back foot, left hand to the floor, right hand up to the sky. Revolving side angle. Gaze down at that foot, take the right leg up to the sky. Hinge forward, knee to nose, that left knee can be on the floor. And windshield wiper for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3. There's 2. Hold to the center. Inhale, back up to the sky. Now yogis, trust me, bend your right knee. Look on the inside of your arm, on the left, not the outside of your arm, but on the inside. Now lift your right arm, and you'll flip your dog. You just will. three-legged dog. Bring that knee into the nose, hold it there. Lower that right knee down. Extend that right arm. Inhale, exhale together. Inhale, exhale together. Twice more. Inhale, exhale together. One more time. Inhale, and then tabletop. Tuck the toes under, up and go to down dog. Other side. Inhale, the left leg. Exhale, bend the knee, step through, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, open to warrior two. Reach forward and reverse, big inhale. Exhale, swim or stretch, or your side angle. Inhale through warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel the arms, turn on the back foot, right hand to the floor, left hand up to the sky, revolving. Gaze down at your foot, one hand's on either side. Take that left leg up to the sky, hold it here, and then look over to your right on the inside, not the outside, on the inside. Bend the left knee and lift the left arm, then you will flip your dog. Right there. Bend the knees and hips right back up and go to a three-legged dog. Bring the knee into the nose and hold it. Right knee can be on the floor. And windshield wiper side to side for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it. Lower that knee down, extend that right leg. Extend the left arm, big inhale, lift. Exhale, bring the elbow knee together. Inhale, grow. Exhale together. Inhale, grow. Exhale together. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to tabletop. That's it. Tuck your toes under. Up we go. Downward facing dog. And then walk your walk your feet all the way to the back of your hands. There's your forward fold. Now take note, yogis, if your hamstrings feel looser. They should feel much better. Hopefully you have more space. Now like a rag doll, let's rise up. Take your time. Slowly, slowly, slowly. One little vertebrae at a time. And then circle the arms out to the side. There's your set of wings. Big lengthening. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Center. Relax your shoulders down. Let's take our left leg to the back left corner of the room. So the back heel is lifted high for crescent. This front knee is nice and stable. Lengthening. Embrace the wiggles. If that happens, you just find your way back. Exhale, open up the arms, and then bend the back knee. Add a little bit of a lunge. Inhale, grow. And then you could take this lunge, whatever depth works for you. You could go all the way down. You could just bend the knee a little bit. All we care about is that when you bend that back knee, that it doesn't rotate out. We want safely that knee to be following the back toe and the hips to be square. So there's your inhale. Exhale to your lunge. Inhale and grow. Exhale to your lunge. Inhale, grow. Exhale to your lunge. Inhale, hold this crescent. Exhale, hands to heart center. And humble warrior as you just bow forwards. Just a tiny little bow. Make sure you're not leaning into this front hip, yeah? And then let's take our left elbow, rotate it across that right knee, and then maybe try to think of stacking your shoulders and taking your gaze up to the sky. This back knee can be lowered to the floor, absolutely. Option to open up those arms if that's available. So again, you could be up on this back leg or in that lunge, wherever you may be. Now drop your back heel, cartwheel the arms into warrior two. And then open up to the side of your mat into a giant star shape. So you're opening up to the side. I'm going to turn to the front just so you can see. Now, cactus your arms, goddess your arms, goalpost your arms, and then add a yogi squat. Inhale and grow. Exhale to your yogi squat. Let's add a balance. Inhale, grow, and then lift the left leg and hold that. Exhale back to a yogi squat. Inhale, other side. Find that balance. We don't care how high this leg is, even if it's touching the floor. Just challenge your balance. Exhale, yogi squat. Inhale, grow. Exhale, yogi squat. Inhale, grow. Exhale, hold your yogi squat. And then from here, just forward fold. There we go. Now, heel toe your feet and rotate to the front of your mat. So bring your right foot, your left foot, your hips, your shoulders, your ankles, everything with you to the front of the mat. So you're in sort of a shape of a pyramid right there. And then let's just step our feet together. There's our forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold, and then ragdoll. Let's rise up. All the way. Open up those set of wings. There's that big giant inhale, lengthening. Exhale, hands to heart center. Yeah. Now let's other side. Take the right leg to the back right corner of the mat. Again, this front knee is very stable, and it's behind your big toe. Lengthening. Big inhale. Exhale, add your lunge. That back knee follows the back toe for sure. Inhale, grow. Exhale, add your lunge. Inhale, grow. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, stay right here. Exhale, hands to heart center. Humble warrior. Remember, on our humble warrior, we're not leaning into this leg. We're just kind of hinging forward just slightly. And then rotate the right elbow across that left knee. The back knee can lower down to the floor, absolutely. Option to open up the arms. Maybe take your gaze up to the ceiling. Embrace those little wiggles you might be feeling. And then drop the back heel. Stand up, cartwheel the arms back into your warrior two, and then opening up to star on the other side. So a big giant star, there we go. And then from here, take your hands behind your back. Press the hands down past your tailbone. Open up the heart. That should feel really nice, opening the shoulders, opening up the heart. Now, continue to hold your hands, or feel free to release them and just place them on your hips as we forward fold. So wherever you are in that forward fold. Release those hands, bring them to the front. Now let's heel toe our feet just a little bit wider. You be the judge of the width of your legs as we add spinal twisting. Left hand will go on the right ankle or over in that direction, whatever is working for you, whatever is available. And then we inhale the right arm to the sky. Exhale through the middle, right hand on the left ankle, and inhale to the sky. And then continue that at your own tempo. Inhaling and exhaling as you add those twists, and your spine gets a wonderful little twist and a squeeze of everything inside your belly, and you are just, your body, your digestive system, your spine, everything is saying thank you, thank you. It feels really good. Remember to not force anything, yogis. Listen to your body, see what's available, and just embrace the movement. Okay. So let's find our way back to the center. And if your feet are really wide, let's go ahead and heel toe them just a little bit closer so that you can rotate to the front of the room. The left foot, the right foot comes with you. The hips, the shoulders. You're in that pyramid, kind of demanding stretch. And then from here, just bring those big toes together. There's your forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands on the floor and then walk your feet back to the back of your mat. Lower your knees to the floor. Hinge forwards into an upward facing dog. Hold the upward facing dog. And then exhale down to a cobra. Now from here, tee out your arms. Put your left ear on the floor. Now bend your right knee. And then lift that right knee up and over across your body, and that right foot will land on the floor. Staying right there, I want you to be really aware that you did tee out your arms for sure so that you're not compromising your shoulder. That left arm can come down closer to your body if you need to, but not anywhere above 90 degrees. You want to be safe and keep that arm, that left arm, so that it's not being compromising to the shoulder. And then let's rotate back to the center. Bring your chin to the center. And then we'll switch sides. The right ear goes on the floor. Bend the left knee, lift it up and over across your body. And again, being aware of this right arm out to the side, that you're not torquing your shoulder, but that you are just being safe. Yeah. All right, wherever you are, come on back to the center. Bring those hands right by your chest. On an inhale, elbows right by the ribs, upward facing dog. Tuck a foot under the back, rise up to the downward facing dog. So if you remember, we were trying to recognize our shoulder range and our hamstrings with that first downward facing dog. So I'm hoping now that your shoulders have more space and that your hamstrings are feeling a lot looser. On an inhale, raise the right leg to the sky. Exhale, bend your knee, bring your knee to your nose, hold it. Now take that right foot over towards the left wrist and lower yourself down into a pigeon. If you need to bend that back knee, absolutely you can. Maybe you stay here, or maybe you forward fold and lengthen all the way down. Placing your forehead on the floor, or maybe on top of your forearms. So this is your pigeon pose. It's a really pretty demanding stationary posture on your IT band, on your whole hip area. And my guess is we might have been sitting a lot more than normal maybe. And so those hips, that IT band gets really tight. And of course our practice is wonderful for opening up the hips, and this stationary posture is extra special for that. So let's rise up to those hands, and we're gonna stay on the back leg. Lift up and thread the front leg through, and then you just move your hips. Any kind of movement goes, whatever dynamic movement you would like to just get everything moving and grooving. Back to a tabletop, tuck the toes under, rise up to that downward facing dog. Starfish fingers, don't forget. Inhale the left leg, exhale, bend the knee. Knee into the nose, and then take the left foot over towards the right wrist. Lowering yourself down. Extending the back leg, or maybe you need to bend that back leg, no problem. Hinge forwards wherever you are. Yeah. So just a nice little pigeon pose. See if you can really allow yourself to kind of relax into this pose by doing that with your breath. And then wherever you are, let's rise up to those hands. Staying on the back leg, thread the front leg through and move your hip. Any kind of movement. Find your way back to a tabletop, and then it doesn't matter what side, you're going to drop your hips to any side and swing your legs around. There we go. And then just for fun, let's try a seated forward fold. Just kind of walk our hands down our legs and just see wherever your range of motion allows you to go. Yeah. And then let's rise up. So bend your knees and take your feet about hip distance apart for crab. So we're just going to open up our hips in the opposite direction. And then your hands can either be forwards, to the side, or back behind you. It doesn't matter. You're going to press your feet into the floor, and then you're just going to lift your hips up to whatever works for you. Maybe you tilt your head to the back. Exhale, come on down. And we'll do 4 of those. On the inhale, press those feet in, lift up. Whatever variation is working for you. Exhale, come on down. Inhale, up. Exhale, come on down. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do one more. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, come on down. Release, give yourself a well-deserved hug. And then let's slowly lower ourselves down to our back. So hold on to the back of your hamstrings, lower yourself down all the way. Bring those knees up to 90 degrees. Arms come down by your side. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders up, and little tiny pulses right here for 8. Breathe. 7. There's 6. 5 and 4. There's 3 and 2, 1, and hold it. Hands behind your neck, and then opposite elbow to knee for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Find your way back to the center. And then lower the upper body down to the floor. Keep those knees right where they are. And then extend your legs all the way to the sky. Point and flex your toes. Circle your ankles. Same thing with your arms. Circle the wrist. Open and close the fingers. And then for some nice release, you could just shake it, your legs, shake your arms. Like a dead bug, you guys. This is so good for the circulatory system. And then hold still. Keep the legs right where they are. Bring the arms down by the side. Maybe for this inversion, you stay right here. Or an option is to use a little bit of momentum. Lift the hips up all the way off the ground. Place the hands on the lower back. Kind of like you're putting your hands in your pocket. And you just come up to a shoulder stand. And then from here, you can just sort of play. Point and flex your toes. Whatever works, butterfly.
flower, you bend the knees and bring them down by your ears, by your shoulders. Or maybe you're all the way on your lower back and your knees are just tucked into you. Whichever is working for you. And then let's just slowly lower one little vertebrae at a time. Keep your knees really close to you so that you can reach up and grab an ankle, a shin, a big toe, and just open up those hips for a happy baby, and then you just move and rock side to side. Rock side to side. And then find your way back to the center. Release your hands, pull your knees back together, point your toes to the floor, and then take your feet as wide as your mat, arms by your side. And then drop both knees to the same side, like a windshield wiper on your car. Just kind of side to side, right there. Just nice little movement of the hips. Find your way back to the center, and then bring those feet back super close together. Extend your legs long, down your mat, down wherever you may be. Take your arms up above you. Hold your hands and turn them inside out. And do a giant inhale, like a good morning stretch. Pull your shoulders all the way up by your ears. And then on the exhale, tuck your knees and lift your head, neck, and shoulders. Wrap your arms around your legs. There's your giant hug. Inhale back to that good morning stretch. Exhale back to giving yourself a hug. Inhale to that good morning stretch and stay right there. And then exhale, just bring your arms right down by your and then just stay right where you are, yogis. Just stay right there. So our closing posture, our Shavasana. Maybe you'd like to cover your eyes. This is our time, after all of the movement that we have just challenged ourselves with. This is our time to find stillness. So no matter where you are, you might have some external distractions of noise. See if you can just kind of find your own calm. And no matter what that external distraction is, just ignore it for a few moments. Give yourself permission for stillness. Give yourself permission to not worry about all the little sticky notes of things to do. All of the to-do lists. Find that sense of calm, that sense of stillness in your body as well as in your mind. Physical movement, of course, being so very important, but mental stillness is very healthy. Try to just clear your mind of those thoughts of busyness. It's okay to just do nothing for a little bit. See if you can imagine a melting sensation of your entire body just melting into the floor. And your breath is just really calmed down, just a natural rhythm.
yourself starting to wander back into thoughts, let those thoughts be of gratitude. Even in what seems to be the midst of a storm, there is gratitude. Just think, you took the time today to move. Be grateful for that. Find something that brings a smile to your face and gratitude to your heart. Of course, you can stay in Shavasana as long as you like. Otherwise, find your way up to the top of your mat into a seated posture. Whatever is comfortable for you. Rolling our shoulders up and back, lengthening the spine, feeling our nice postural alignment. Hands to heart center, or place those hands on your knees, palms up to the sky. Thank you all for virtually sharing movement, allowing me to guide you, knowing that yoga is just the practice. There's no right, there's no wrong. We're just learning as we go. We're embracing the movements, the strength, the flexibility, the balance, the range of motion. And we all forward fold. Namaste. Thank you. And I hope that you enjoyed your practice today. As we move forward and I provide more content, I will challenge you in lots of different ways. And please reach out if there is something particular that I can create for you. Just some stretching, some hip openers, some shoulders, some movement, some inversions, whatever you would like. I'm very open to suggestions, whatever I can provide for you. So thank you, have a wonderful day, and we will see you again next time.